Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another W of a EWG League cast here tonight. I'm your host, the real Invictus, aka Nick, and we are joined up for some C group action here. It's losers round 3. You win or you go home. Zero Remorse taking on the boys of Havoc Elite Phantoms. And tonight, the map set is going to look interesting too. As we've said before, we've seen these boys of Havoc Elite Phantoms on Hacienda, and they are not a team to be challenged up on them with. As we've seen Arson go on a 15 streak on this losers run so far. Then we head to a dealership, which they looked really good against in their last matchup against D Inc. But we'll see what happens in this one. It's a different opponent. So we'll see who can come out on top. But then we go to a map 3 protocol. And it's going to get interesting here after this map because we got a vault hardpoint and a Hacienda search and destroy to wrap it up with a bow if we all go all 5 here tonight. So it is an interesting matchup. You got number 11 versus number 23 in the bracket. 23 wasn't even expected to be where they're at tonight. So this is a run where they feel like they have the momentum going in their favor. They just need to come out and fry like they did in their last 2 matchups. For Zero Remorse, they just got knocked down into this position. So this is one of the teams you definitely didn't want to meet up with in this lower side of the bracket because they are making a dream run so far. But we'll see again what happens tonight as teams are going to be ready here in just a couple minutes as it does hit that 10 o'clock time frame. So we are going to get started here in just a couple minutes. We are just waiting for the code from the teams. Then we'll jump in. But how is chat doing tonight, everybody? How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in, as always, to the wonderful people of the chat. Ooh. What's up, Chad? What's up, Chadada? How we doing tonight? Hey, thanks for that ghost status. I don't need all that, man. Welcome into the stream, ladies and gentlemen, as we are joined up into this one. Give me 1 second. I'm going to plug my phone in. About to die. Yeah, Chad. What's good, Chad? We're all joined up here. We're going to get into this one. Map 1 on a Hacienda. Could be a little bit interesting for both sides as it entails something great for the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms. Then we head to a dealership again, like I said, which could go either way. That map is very, very hard to play, in my personal opinion, on an S&D. So it's going to get good. Yo, brother. The God is crazy, bro. I'm not going to accept that title. I'll keep with the GOAT, dude. So, how's y'all day been today? As we're just, again, waiting up for the code. So, give us a couple minutes here, ladies and gentlemen. They haven't sent it yet, right? Okay. Zen time, boys. Let's get it. We're locked in, brothers. The wait is killing me right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Why are COD players never on time, bro? Make it make sense, man. Come on, dogs. Come on, brothers. What are we doing? Yeah. Nah, I ain't gonna publicly call them out. It's just, brother, time stuff has like killed me today, bro. Because people just don't know how to. It's not even just these guys, bro. It's everything today. Just people not being on time, brother. Just doesn't make sense. How are you not on time for something you scheduled? Hey, man. Trav is a goat caster too. I'm not gonna lie. Trevor is the goat as well, low key. Don't let him tell you otherwise. Some good casters out here in the scene now. And I love to see it, boys. I love to see it. Oh, mistaken in the chat, bro. Oh, dog, I haven't seen bro and I haven't talked to bro forever, brother. Let's go. Let's go. Mistakens in the chat. W's. W chat. As we're just entertaining right now, ladies and gentlemen, we are still waiting for code, so just give us a couple minutes. As we do get the code, we're gonna get loaded in here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see what takes place tonight, man. It's gonna be a good one, boys. Come on, let's hype this up a little bit, you know? Get a hype in the chat. It's gonna be a good game tonight. I do believe Zero Remorse gonna be the higher seed. They just came out of the winner's loss in that upper part of the bracket. Oh well, they just switched. Hold on, boys. We're just gonna get hype, hype. Yo, mods are coming in crazy right now. Let's go, boys. Let's get it. Mistaken coming in with the bet on the channel points as well. Clutching up, hopefully, tonight. As we will see Zero Morse being your team number one. Bunnybot, Dev, Loomer, Sniper, Nutshot. Is that guy's name right there? That's not... What? What? Alrighty. Is this going to be a good match from both sides? We already know this side from Havoc Elite Phantoms. They could be in for a good one tonight, though, as they look to take on another higher seeded team. They've knocked out majority of the teams they have played in this one. So we'll see what happens as we are going to get started here soon. We're just waiting to start up. One of the players actually got disconnected here from the side of Havoc Elite Phantom, so he's just waiting to join back up. And then we'll get it started, I do believe, as those boys, Envy, Vinta, Zoe, and Arson, look to knock down another higher-ranked team out of the bracket. For the other side, you cannot allow this team to have this kind of a run. You just came out of winners. You gotta put some salt on it. Make sure your wounds are packed and ready to go, because these guys are going to come out swinging for sure. So be ready. This is going to be a good matchup. Benny Bot, Dev. Lemur, and Sniper Nutshot is a crazy team names, bro. Crazy squad names, brother. Sniper Nutshot is kind of crazy name. Hold on. As we do get loaded into the hacienda here, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to start on the side of Zero Remorse. Sniper Nutshots POV here as we open things up. They're going to be on the better side here for P2. Havoc Elite Phantoms needing to get time on the hill and also the break to P2. First kill engagement going to go the way of the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms. The kill board not showing up here, so just give us a couple seconds on that, ladies and gentlemen, as we try to figure out what's going on there. As you can see so far, though, the side of Havoc Elite Phantom's going to have that P2 side. They do not have control of the hill, though, as it's going back and forth on the gunfights. The hill time gets taken care of, but there's one near bottom spiral and in P2 now. You got to take care of these dudes if you want to try to have this break. And again, a quick switch off back into the middle of the map. Here comes one of the players from Havoc Elite Phantoms blowing up that car, making sure they get the spawn for their team. They have one to fight here. Nothing going the way there as Arson picks up a big kill. He's on a 3 streak to start us off as we head over to Benny Bot. Actually, back to Arson again. Big rotates from the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms as they are in control of P2 here. But the side of Zero Remorse going to be trying to break through the rock position. Can they do it, though? That is the question right now, as Zero Remorse is trying to, again, make this an interesting dogfight. But so far, the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms look like a little bit better on the rotations here. And they keep the hill uncontested for now, as they are about to get this full 50 here, it does look like. This being a great start here from Arson as he's on a 5 streak. Vanta on a 3 as well. Everybody here a little bit streaked out here for the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms as we head on in over to the side of Zero Remorse, already rotated to this P3 side. But you can see it from the Concaster point of view. The side of Havoc Elite Phantoms looking for a big rotate as well as they get the kill in top plat and in office. And now they just jump onto the time for free. but the spawns are still not favoring their side. They have split spawns here for the side of Zero Remorse. They need to make sure that they pick these up. One in your top office you definitely need to take care of. But so far, so good from the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms. They look to be taking down another top-rated team in this division. And you know, I said it, when we casted their first match against that 4 seed, this team came out of a hard pool play and was going to be a team that gives these higher seeds a dogfight. And so far, it's all the side of Havoc Elite Phantom as Zero Remorse finally breaks into the hill time there. This is getting a little out of hand. If you are the side of Zero Remorse, you need to try to get a big rotation here to P4 and get some good hill time. Because this last little bit of time is going all Havoc Elite here. As you can see, though, Havoc Elite love this hill. They know the rotation's right, and they have the good breaks if they need it to be. And they do need it now. As the break does come in for the side of Zero Remorse, you head back on over to the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms. They look to re-break this hill time. Not looking to that side as that does go down. The missile also being a nuisance here for the side of Zero Remorse. And you can see it, the kill board just all going Purple's way so far as last one on the hill gets taken care of. Zero Remorse make a good break at this P4. But this can be a mixy hill. If you're the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms, you can try to take care of this a little bit more. And they get the last 20 here. I do believe Arson is already trying to rotate. The P1 can't get anything done for himself. And now he's got his teammates have to pick up a little bit. As you can see, Envy holding this position. Contest does come in from Zero Remorse. We go back over to Benny Bot. He's already controlled that top window position. And again, just going their way in the second side of rotation. They have the P2 side. Havoc Elite had a great rotate to try to get out of this spawn trap on this P1 side. And you can see so far, Benny Bot just putting in work up top. His teammate, Sniper Nutshot, looking for some kills here into the big rock position. He can't pick up that one. He does eventually, as the push out does happen for the side of Zero Remorse. Now, Havoc Elite having control of P2 a little bit here. As you can see, they take care of Benny Bot, and now the spawns are a little bit wonky if you're the side of Zero Remorse. But again, a good rotation means everything onto this P2 side. This cannot be out of the question here for the side of Zero Remorse, as they are not down much now heading into this P2, having rotations, but hill time is not going to go their favor as Arson's already on the hill with a teammate, I do believe. So again, it's going to have to be a big break here from the side of Zero Remorse as Arson pops one. His teammate picks up one as well. So again, this hill just going purple for now with the spawns in favor of the side of Zero Remorse. You got to think they have to have some kind of a break here, but it's just not working out for this team right now. As the kill department looks abysmal for some of these guys on Zero Remorse. It's Benny Bot, 7 and 13. Lemur, 7 and 12. Having a rough start here to open us up. But again, it's all purple in the scoreline right now. And again, the side of Havoc Elite look to control this a little bit more. As they head on over to the P3 rotations. They have it already locked down. 10 side being controlled for Havoc Elite. They look to be trying to close this out and not give the side of Zero Remorse any chance of a comeback here. As it kills just going the side of purple again. You can see the rotational kills are just happening more often for the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms. They look like the better team to open us up, but the spawns do flip out. The 10 side is taken control of by the side of Zero Remorse. They look to try to get into the hill here. As Zero Remorse does take over the hill time. But again, it pops back into the favor of purple. Havoc Elite Phantoms having control as it does get contested though. 10 being taken up now, and now this last little bit of time gonna be going their way as we head into a big rotation here to Big Rock. And it has to be huge if you're the side of Zero Remorse. You cannot allow this team. Oh my good lord, as Vanta absolutely snaps onto Sniper Nutshot there and rips him out of the lobby. As again, another shot comes in from Vanta. He pops a big piece here. That's 3 on the kill board for him as he looks to take control of this hill by himself. His teammates really not close around here. Gonna have to fight this off the hill by himself as they do get the spawn for the Lambo side. You can see Dev trying to make it mixy. The hill is going back and forth. Contest time gonna not be in here for Havoc Elite Phantoms. They can look to close it out here still on this hill. Put a nail in the coffin of Zero Remorse, but Zero Remorse standing tall on the P4 rotation. The contest does finally come in. Only one player left up, and Havoc Elite Phantom to get pushed back again from the side of Zero Remorse. And now you can see they're starting to streak out as well. Feeling comfortable on the map is the side of Zero Remorse, but that streak comes in big from Vanta, I do believe. He gets some kills there as well onto some of these players of Zero Remorse. The last little bit of time going the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms, and now they look to have a big break onto P1. They need to have this P2 side, though. They already know that in the comms, and you can see they felt some kind of pressure coming from Zero Remorse, and they just went ahead and rotated through the back, and now they have the spawns here for P2. Even if they don't get the win here, they can finish it on the P2, but I does believe the side of Zero Remorse does have to bounce into this hill to try to get a little bit of pause of time here. You can see they push in, and now they're all the way up through the map here. A weird rotation out of Zero Remorse, as you are down in this match, but not by much now. Not as much as you were. As we head back in over to the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms, they have a big rotation here to the P2 side. You can see Arson already here. He's having a great start for him, and so is Vanta, doing very well to open us up. That he is 32 and 14. He does get killed there. Make it 32 and 15 as the open door coming in from the side of Zero Remorse, but they know players are now in the back. You gotta turn here, and Arson picks up one. Nade kill does come in for the other, but the time's still going blue. Vanta clutches up a kill in the back there, as he knows the rotations from the side of Zero Remorse are gonna be close, as the hill time goes back blue here. Contest coming in, instant pop back to the purple side. This is where they look to close it out. If you're the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms, and Arson dipping and diving across the map here, just having a better inkling of control now, as they do spawn them in the deep part of the map, and that's not going to be it for the side of Zero Remorse. Havoc Elite Phantoms take it 250 to 120 here to open us up, and they look good to start us out in this matchup. Some good plays coming out from the side of Zero Remorse, but you can see Havoc Elite Phantoms just a little bit stronger here. 34 and 16 from Vanta, and 25 and 17 from one of your SMGs. That's just doing work. Both AR and SMG doing work on the map. You gotta get it going if you're the side of Zero Remorse, because so far, not so good. We will be having another vote here, so if you want to go join up into the vote as well for this next map, it's going to be a dealership S&D. It's going to be a very interesting one. We'll see what happens for the teams. As we head into the next map, it's going, brother. It's going, brother. We're seeing these boys from Havoc Elite Phantoms put work on the side of Zero Remorse in map 1, but this is a different map. This is a different mode. As we head on into the S&D, the side of Zero Remorse going to be on offense first. We open up with a B execute. It does look like the middle of the map not being taken over by the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms. They have two in the back here. One does get taken care of. Sniper Nutshot. He is already out of this first round. Now it's a 3v4 for the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms. Make that a 2v3 quick. The shots coming in from the 10 building. Benny Bot knows a player is here. Nades going out for the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms. Envy and Vanta left up into it. Vanta does hop out. Envy picks up one. And now he's left up in the 2v1 scenario as he does get taken care of there. Not the great opener from the side that we saw before when they played D-Inc. Zero Remorse gets the first round win here. Dev popping a big two-piece for his team. Whoa. As we head into the next round, it's going to be the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms taking over the offensive side. Let's see where they decide to go here. Bomb going to be picked up by Arson as usual. Envy's POV as we head on to this B execute. Middle of the map pressure coming in from the side of Zero Remorse. You can see one already on the bomb. Arson ripping him off of that position. Bomb going to be down here for the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms. Two in the kill board for them as well as they get it back even. The bomb's going to be picked up. Maybe the rotate now to this A site as the players from Zero Remorse do know that they are here. They're going to start their execute from the back. You can see the pressure from middle map from Lemur. As you can see, the rotation has been red here for the side of Zero Remorse, but they do not wait for the inkling of information. They're already rotated out as a bomb is going to be taken down at the B site. A site, my apologies there. Information given over. Zero Remorse is to get spotted out. One player does get taken care of. Now the dip and dive through the middle of the map here for the side of Envy. He is getting chased down by Dev though. Just rounds in circles around this map. And Envy turns on him and burns him there to pick up that round. I do think he gets some help from his team there. As we head back over to Zero Remorse's offensive side, 1-1 in the scoreboard here. Headed through the middle of the map is the side of Zero Remorse. This pressure play could be a good idea for them. As you see it though, Havoc Elite Phantoms not giving over any information early here. They know the stuns and nades are out, but they gotta find first blood, and Havoc Elite do not, as Zero Remorse's Dev finds first blood there. Make it a 2 for them as well. As Arson and Envy do go out in this early round here. A kill back for the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms. Zoe in the middle of the map. The plant going to be coming down to the A site though. Vanta looking to try to make a play happen here. As Zoe hits through the middle of the map. Does get checked into that little position there. As Vanta now in the back of the map by himself. And he gets taken care of as well as Zero Remorse take another offensive round win here. Back and forth in this S&D so far. No defensive round wins have happened. This is round number 4, headed on over to the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms for their offensive side. Benny Bot on a 2-streak, though. As we head on over to Havoc Elite Phantoms side for offense, they do look to try to make this an 8 execute. As nades do go out, trophy systems collect there, though. As a spot out, 4-0 Remorse does happen. Stun, gonna be a little bit wonky there. Shoulders just being information givers for the side of Zero Remorse. They need to back up into this and just play this from a different execute. If you're the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms, you're probably getting heard through mid here, as one of the Zero Remorse players have already given the information over to his team that the players may have rotated out. As you can see, though, number 7 making a play onto the A site just in case if his team needs to rotate back, giving information on over. Vanta already pushed up through the back here. It's a good position for an AR to be at, as this chow is a little bit wonky. The bomb is going to be going down to the B site. Early flank potential here from Zoe, though, as he pops a big 2-piece in the kill feed for himself, and last one gets collected by his teammate. So it's another offensive round win as we head into a split of 2 apiece. 4 rounds deep into the S&D now. How we feeling, boys? How we feeling, boys? As we head into another side of Zero More offense, this one could be a nail biter to close it out, as the B site is going to be executed onto. Information given over, nade being hit by one of the players from Zero More's. And Vanta takes care of that kill easy. Benny Bot not being able to get a kill onto him. As you see it, though, the kill does happen back for Arson. In the middle of the map, pressure does happen again, and it does not work in the favor of Havoc Elite Phantoms. Now left in the 2v1. Dev by himself, making a big rotate here to try to get the bomb carrier out, and he does so. Is the early flank gonna happen? What are we doing? We're not checking corners, brother. Zero Remorse go up another round here on offensive side. MC. As we head back into another round here, back and forth, we are going so far into this one. We head on over to the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms offensive side. So far, only offensive round wins we've seen out of both teams here so far. Dun's going out. Trophy not going to be able to get down. Dun's coming out from the other side onto the players of Zero Remorse. No connections, though, as one player does get taken care of by the side of Zero Remorse, but a fast trade back does happen. Vanta looking to try to get this rotator kill out of here, as they want to try to get out of this, I do believe. 2 down in the kill feed here for the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms. They need a kill back to try to make this even here, though, as a rotate is going to come in, I do believe, to this B site. Kind of read perfectly here from the side of Zero Remorse. They chow through middle, and it just goes their way. As Arson gets a kill back, though. He's now left up in the 1v2 scenario. We've seen him clutch these up before, but can he do it in this one? I'm going to be going down. And he goes down with the bomb as well. Very quick in concession there, as Zero Remorse gets another round here on the board. They take their lead 2-4 now. Up 2. 4-2, back and forth in the kill feed so far, but 2 rounds back-to-back here for Zero Remorse as they head back onto their offensive side. First round of defense won by them, and now they look to try to make this out of hand for the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms, as a fast execute onto this A site is going to be the answer, they do believe. Zero Remorse looking for more information, though, before they execute onto the site as they get the first blood. More information given over by the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms. They almost line up for him there, as more kills are going to be going their way. But it's now a 2v2 scenario from a 4v2. Vanta and Zoe now left in the scenario where they could clutch this out. Bomb is still on Loomer's back. Information not given over from either side here, as the plant is going to come in from the side of Zero Remorse. They do get it for free here, not really contested at the site. But you can see the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms hitting this early back rotation, trying to take care of this player. As the information now given over to Zero Remorse. They know that the players could be here. Car going out, going to be detonated. And he's going to back up from this play. Just back up towards his teammate. As one kill goes both ways. Now Vanta versus Lemur. They pass each other like ships in the night. As a bomb is going to get hopped here. Last kill going to go the way here of Zero Remorse. Now they take a dominant lead here in the S&D. This had to be a bounce back map for them if they wanted to stay in this one, but it could get interesting here. We said that before the match started. It was a series that felt like could go all 5. Havoc Elite Phantoms down 3 rounds here. They're going to try to execute to the B site. This has worked for them before. They need to try to take advantage of this. Pretty weak defensive setup from the side of Zero Remorse, as a nade does go out. First kill going the side of Zero Remorse, but a trade back does happen here for Havoc Elite Phantoms. They're getting stun checked through the middle of the map as Arson plays back here just to make sure that the rotation doesn't come in from the back of sight here. As another player gets spotted out middle of the map. They execute onto the site finally. No one in the side of Zero Remorse's back spawn. As a bomb does go down. Now left in the 2v2 scenario. Arson picks up 1. He knows this other player could be here. The spot out does happen. They win the round to elongate this map, as it's now 5-3. And we know what we've seen before on a 5-3 scoreline. Anything can happen. Comebacks can be realized. And this is where it has to start if you're the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms. Gotta have a good defensive side here. As we head back on over to the side of Zero Remorse's offense, we'll see what they decide to do here. Middle of the map play it is. That's what the call is for the side of Zero Remorse. Information given over, though, by this getting information is the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms. They know this play is a thing that they have done before. They're just trying to find information out. And the first blood goes in favor of both teams. It's a 1-for-1 trade here, back and forth. I do believe Havoc gets that first blood, though. Oh, a big snap there from Sniper Nutshot. And he gets another one from the same position as well. Now Zoe left up by himself. Bomb down on the B site, though, for Zero Remorse. They got to do something here. SMG versus SMG. AR as well on the map for Zero Remorse as a spot out does happen. He's just going to have to play in the inner side, and it does not work out in the end here. Zero Remorse take the S&D 6-3, and we are tied up at ones in the series now. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be headed into a map 3 on protocol. Could get interesting here for the side of Zero Remorse. You got to look good in the respawns because so far they have not. The first hard point did not look good for them. S&D looked a little bit better. This was where an S&D squad can sneak out a win on the control side. So we'll see what happens into this next one, as we are getting loaded up into it. Protocol it is. A decider map for these squads. It's going to be the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms on the defensive side first. Let's see what they can do. So play through the bottom of this site on S&D is going to be the question here for the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms. Arson does get taken care of in that bottom position, but you can see the pressure through the middle of the map already going the favor of Havoc Elite. And that's what the name of the game is at the end of the day. Who has better pressure? And you can see so far it's just working for the side of Havoc Elite, allowing Zoe to cook on this one site. Now you're allowed to freely roam into their spawn as well, as 3 die in the kill feed here for the side of Zero Remorse. They are all pushed up onto the map for the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms. They look to take this first round as it is a 28-20 life lead advantage. The time already dwindling down here. Vanta pops a big kill. Envy, does pop a big kill into the kill feed for himself. Does drop down. Spots out another player potential. And again, these kills just going the way of the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms early. Nade coming out to make sure that they can't get on site again. You can see it. Zoe starts 5-0 here, and it just goes their way. In the first round here, Havoc Elite Phantoms take round 1 on their defensive side. They just had a better control of the map. And when one of your players starts 5-0, there's not much he can do for the side of Zero Remorse. 6-1 here from Envy, I do believe. Just a good start from the side of Havoc Elite. They look to try to control the map on this one as well, as it's on their offensive side. A little bit more difficult of an ask to do. This is one of the maps that has stayed the same, defensively heavy all through the year. First blood does go the way of Zero Remorse, but a big trade back as a spawn out through the middle of the map does happen. Two hop onto the point for the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms, and now they have control of this A site. They look to try to take these ticks to go their favor. First kill does happen, make it 2 here for Sniper Nutshot, but not anymore, as the middle of the map pressure still continues for the side of Zero Remorse. They are in the back of your spawn now. You gotta take care of this man if you want to get out, and you do so. And now you got another one coming through, SMG, but he gets taken care of as well. Benny Bot close to the spawn here for the side of the Havoc Elite Phantoms. One gets taken care of, and now he tries to dip out of this situation. Middle of the map play is not going to be going the way here of the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms. Again, they get some of that capture time, but it's going to be early contested here. As you can see so far, though, no capture time happened for the side of Zero Remorse, so they want to try to keep these guys to as least as possible, but they hop back onto the hill again, and they looking to make this pressure a more of a realization of a capture here for their side as they pop the first blood, opening the grandma's door. Envy pops a 2-piece in the kill feed, and you just instantly hop back onto point for this quick capture. You do secure the time extension, and you secure yourself on to that defensive side if we go all 5. But right now, Havoc Elite Phantoms just look like they're in the driver's seat of this one so far. As the control of this B site is going to be what matters here. 2 for 2 trade. That's 3 in the kill feed here for the side of the Havoc Elite Phantoms side. They know these players are going to be coming through spawn, maybe middle of the map. As it is Envy that pops another one out of rotation there from the side of Zero Remorse. Can he get this one? This one matters more than anything, and he cannot, as the B site does get hopped onto. But another player on the team does pick up that kill. Zoe getting taken care of in the front. 6-4 life advantage for the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms. Every kill matters here for Zero Remorse. If you get a 2-piece here, this is done and dusted for the side of Zero Remorse, I do believe. But as I say that, it's a 2-3 scenario now, a round of S&D for the side of Zero Remorse. Make it 2-2. As Vanta and Zoe left up in the scenario against Dev and Sniper Nutshot. Dev already in that lower position, but you see, I do believe Zoe having this good flank as he picks up the first kill, I do believe. Now Dev left up by himself. He's making a rotate as well. As you can see the capture happening. Both players going to be on point. You got to do something here, Dev. The nade does go out. Time still being captured, though. And the time and kills just go in the way of the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms. They win a nail-biter of a round there to go up 2-0. They look to take it in a 3-0 fashion on the control on their defensive side now. They had a very, very good side on defense to open us up. They're looking for the same start here again. Here we go as Havoc Elite Phantoms open up. Zoe going through the middle of the map already. The door is going to be opened. Stun check does come through. The information led over to the team that this player is here. But Zoe gets that clutch up kill. 2 do happen in the kill feed. Make it 3 as they are all in your spawn now. Gotta take control over this one if you're the side of Zero Remorse, and so far you're doing what you need to get these guys out of your spawn. Arson's still here though. He's a player that can make something happen as he gets one but can't get the second that comes out of the point. It's a lower rotation happening here for Zero Remorse. One gets taken care of. Onto the heli side now of things as Envy tries to open up some more kills as he's starting 21-7 in 2 rounds here. Putting belt to ass to the guys of Zero Remorse right now as they look to try to take control of this point. And again, 2 in the feed here for Envy again. He's on a 5 streak. He finally does get taken care of from that top zip window. But the pressure coming in folds here for the side of Zero Remorse. 15 to 25, 10 life advantage for them. The nade does go up top into this battle that's happening on the zipline side. This player having to get into hill, and he cannot do it as Havoc Elite Phantoms take the control in 3-0 fashion. And now we're up 2-1, heading into another respawn game mode where they look dominant in. 25-8 from that man on your screen, Envy, having a wonderful control here for his team to push them over the line. This being a very big decider map in this one tonight. As we head back in over to maps and modes, we're going to be seeing a vault hardpoint here for map number 4. So just remember, it could get interesting here quick, because if Zero Remorse take this one, we're headed to game 5. And that's going to be on Hacienda. Vault hardpoint. I don't think we've seen this from the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms. Haven't seen it from Zero Remorse. Haven't casted a lot for Zero Remorse this year. So we'll see what both sides decide to do. Obviously, I do believe this is one of the team's pick, is seeing that Hacienda was map 1. I do believe this is going to be Zero Remorse's pick into this one. Are we all good? Okay. Go vote in that channel point predictions as we head into the map 4 vault here. Vote in some channel points if you're feeling interesting tonight, maybe wanting to win something. As we head into this map number 4. Let's see how this goes. Havoc Elite Phantoms looking to close out the series in this map. If you're Zero Remorse, this is your last opportunity to punch back. If you are the side of Zero Remorse, this has to be it for you. As we head on into this, they're going to get the better side of the P2 spawns, I do believe. Yep, Zero Remorse is going to get the better side of P2 spawns, so we open up onto a P1 that's going to be a jostling of position. So we'll see what happens for the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms, as they are going to be the first initial break here. You can see Dev already pushing through your hookah, having to take control of this top plat position. Kills really not going either way. As you can see, Zoe starts off with a big 3-piece in the kill feed for himself as that man starts to warm up. That's a scary, scary potential for the side of Zero Remorse. You gotta slow him down as he starts on a 3-0 start. The rest of the team not having a kill to their name. But you've had this better side, and now you see the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms being okay with just controlling the hill, as the last kill goes their way, and Havoc gets the spawn out from the side of Zero Remorse. And now you see the last little bit of time going to Zero Remorse. Like I said, this hill being a little bit more of the jostling for position. What can we do to try to get to this P2 spawn, this Money Hill, as so far the Money Hill going in favor of Havoc Elite Phantoms. One pushed out into that tree position. You need to make sure you pick up your back spawns here, boys, as this is getting interesting. The spawns are flip-flopping again. But you see Zero Remorse getting locked into this one, and this time going all the way of Havoc Elite Phantoms early in this one as the door does get shut. The information needs to be let over that there are players here from Zero Remorse, and now the hill time going their favor. That early hill P2 hill time is everything, as the flip over does happen better for the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms onto the P4 rotation. But the kills really not going either way. Pretty even to start us off, as a big rotation needs to happen here for Zero Remorse, as the kills through the middle of the map are going to matter more than anything, as the spot out does happen from top art as well. One gets killed in that vault position, and now you see the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms just trying to make sure they get the kills on hill. But Sniper Nutshot, knowing there's a player back here, gets the spawn for his team as the time still goes purple. You still have the better spawns if you're the side of Zero Remorse, though. That player gets absolutely beamed out of top art, and two players on close to that B control point. One does die to the explosion of the car. Now they flip again, back and forth in the hill time, as we head to another Money Hill in this one. P4 rotations in for the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms. You can see them already falling back. They know they need to chow this time to make sure that they integritize that lead. And so far, so good. But again, Zero Remorse have a big break there to try to control a little bit of this last bit of time. No one inside of time here for the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms as they finally get in. The kick going their way as the spawn rotations need to be picked up here, as one kill does go Arson's way in the back of the map, and so far so good from him, as he's holding down rotations for this side again, and they look good into this P4. The Money Hill's just going the way of Havoc Elite Phantoms in this one so far. I do believe Team Kill came in there for Sniper Nutshot. Another close spawn if you're the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms. And so far, so good again as we head back into this P1 rotation. They're going to try to take the lead over 100 here, as that would be a good start for the side of Arson Squad. They do get over 100 here. They're up almost 50 points as the final break does happen. As we head on over to P1 now. You can see the rotations happening deep for the side of Havoc Elite. They have the control of the hill time, but our Envy getting taken care of. He's on a slow start in this one from that great start in control. But we need them to start stepping it up here if you're the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms. The kill is just going blue so far. We need a little bit more of a push from them. And again, just your teammates having your back here in these scenarios. The hill time does not favor Havoc Elite. The spawn out is going to be happening. 2 kills in the kill feed go the way of Havoc Elite, but the spawn for P2 is in for their side. They're still in the driver's seat of this one. They have to, if you're Zero Remorse, you have to bump out and try to hit out in a timely order for this one. The middle of the map's going to get taken care of by Zoe here. This was a guy I told you not to allow to heat up, and he is doing so far. As a 1-for-1 trade does happen. Zero Remorse go 2 down, closing out onto this hill. They got to get the kills, an early concession here if they want to try to break for this hill, and so far not so good if you're Zero Remorse. They look a little bit lost in this map right now, as a 5 spree happens for Envy. He was a guy starting slow, and now he's starting to heat up as a 6 streak happens for him as well now, as he finally does get taken care of. Arson holding the middle of the map here, has both guns in hand. It's actually Zoe, my bad comm there, as the rotations are going to be going down for P3. as he does finally get taken care of. But all of this time has gone the way of Havoc Elite Phantoms, 174 to 81 here, almost 100 points up in the score differential. And again, this back rotate gonna be happening, but the hill time still goes in favor of Havoc Elite Phantoms, as they do not have the spawns for this side of P4. They need to try to get some hill time, make this hill mixy in this P3. And they just need an early break. If you're the side of Zero Remorse, they spawn behind you. You're reading it correct, Arson. Just make sure you keep your iron straight. As you can see, he does finally get taken care of on hill. And now Zero Remorse hop on for the time. One player spawning deep into this back art position. He's got to try to control it if he's Zoe, but he cannot. He has the wrong gun for the task, as a kill does not happen, pushing out through mid. They know one player of the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms is going to be in the back of your spawn. You got to try to control this if you're Zero Remorse. And oh my goodness, I do believe Envy just got turned on there by Sniper Nutshot. The spawn up does happen into the back of the map for the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms. Nade goes out. 2 kills in the kill feed here for them as they take control of the back of the map and hill time. One still up top for you guys. You need to try to take care of him. That's the player that you most worry about if you're the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms. They're just trying to isolate here, running through the door, lining up for this player, and the spawns flip again. Kill still going the way. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Envy with some big kills on that last little bit of time to push them over 200. They look to take this in dominating fashion as well. If Zero Remorse cannot wake up, they're going to get bounced out of this bracket like every team before them. So far, so good from the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms. They have control of P1, P2, trying to get that capture in. And they do have the spawns here for P2, I do believe now. As you can see, the flip does call in, as a team does get a little bit of a split spawn. They have control of this walk-up location, though. Hill time goes back in favor of blue, but early trades happen again. Hill time still not in favor of Havoc Elite. Only 10 points away now. They need every little bit of time if you're the side of Zero Remorse, as the rotations for P2 look to be happening for the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms. Last crucial battle here going down for spawns. As you can see, now the players do spawn out. The hill time gonna be going in favor of Havoc Elite as they look to close this one out. Nobody home for Zero Remorse, and they do so. Havoc Elite Phantoms make the dream a reality as they knock out 3 teams in the top 10, top 11, I should say, in this bracket in the losers run so far. They've done everything they could to stay in this one as a 23 seed, and that rings true home tonight as they take down another top 11 team and make them look beatable. We will be joined with an interview for the boys from Havoc Elite Phantoms in a couple minutes here, guys. Just give us a couple seconds as we join up on their chat. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we are hopped in here with the interview from the side of Havoc Elite Phantoms. Vanta, talk to me a little bit here. You guys have made an tremendous run. No one thought you were winning round one, and now you're here in losers round 3. You take this one, you headed to losers round 4. Talk to me a little bit about the team mentality.
The team mentality is good. We're feeling good in every game. Scrims are going pretty good as well. Yeah, ever since we picked up Envy, Team Chem has been on point.
For sure. And you start off map 1 dropping 36 on the Hacienda. These guys got to stop challenging you on the Hacienda. That map, Arson heats up on it. You heat up on it. Like, they got to stop challenging you on that map, right?
Nah, they got to keep challenging us.
He wants it, boys. He wants the smoke. He's not ducking it, bro. He wants the smoke for sure. And we head into this, S&D that, on paper, you guys looked better at, but it just doesn't go your way tonight. Can you talk to me a little bit about what the executes were like? Because, we open up with 2-2 offensive rounds, no defensive rounds. Then Remorse bounces back with their defensive round win, and then an offensive round win, and then they kind of snowballed it on you guys there. Is that a mode you guys need to work on a little bit here?
Yeah, I think we just gave them too much mid control most of the game.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that mid control on that map can either make or break you for sure. And, we head into the control. Your teammate Envy drops a nuclear score line there. And talk to me a little bit about the chem between you two, because that you could tell there was a lot of comms that were being relayed over from your side to his that he was just allowed to fry on.
I don't know. He was just shooting, and I trust what he does. So I know what he does. He knows what I do. So it works.
Yeah, for sure. And the last question we ask every time we do an interview here, is there anything you want to say to the rest of the league, the teams that you got to play in this C group run that you're having right now?
I'm pretty positive, so I'll just say I'm looking forward to playing more teams.
For sure, for sure. I love the positivity. Sometimes it's a little too negative out here. Thank you, as always, for joining for the interview, guys. We do appreciate you. Good luck in your next matchup as you head into that losers round 4 now, looking to make a deep run as Havoc Elite Phantoms.
Thank you.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, as we close out on this one, we don't get to see a map 5 tonight as the boys from Havoc Elite Phantoms clutch up and win all of the respawn modes as they look dominated in the 2 hard points and the control. And again, we talked about this team coming into it. It's not a team that should be taken lightly, and you can see that for sure here now as they knock out 3 top 11 teams in the bracket to move on to losers round number 4. Who they could play is going to get decided here in this as well. As we talk about it, this team has been written off a lot of the season, so it just looks good for the boys to come in clutch there. And again, a big shout out to the production team running the back end of things here. My boy Dre, Wavy, a huge crucial part to the success of everything here tonight. And as always, make sure you guys go subscribe to the YouTube that was just linked. Get joined into the Discord as well. Make sure you guys have a great evening. And as always, thank you to the Elite Warfare Gaming League. They're a huge part of this. If they didn't have this, we could not be here, ladies and gentlemen. So, thank you for giving the opportunity to COD players and COD casters alike. And it's a huge blessing to have this opportunity and be able to cast the audience that I have so far. We do appreciate you as always. We will catch you in the next one.